Hello everybody, welcome on a nice sunny day out there. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful weather. Today I've got an unboxing. As you remember, I had a light set off a company called Vastfire. Now they've contacted me again and they've asked us if I do a couple more reviews and a couple of other items that they supply, that they provide. And they've asked us if I would do a review on this. This is a indicators for your bike. Now, when they first contacted and said, would you be interested in doing a review on this? I'm thinking, well, what bike am I going to use this on? You know, what can I use it on? It's not something I'd really use on me Canyon, anything like that. But what I thought this would be really good for, and probably what it's intended for, obviously, is commuting. Using this for commuting, I think would be fantastic. I think it'd be a really useful addition for commuting. And so this is going to be tried on me, on Katie's actually, folding bike. I think it'd be brilliant on the folding bike, because obviously folding bikes, normally you use them in towns and cities and that kind of stuff. I mean, you can use them anywhere, of course, like we do, you know, but that's one of the primary uses that people tend to use folding bikes, is commuting, obviously, in the cities. And these, I think, would be a brilliant addition when you're commuting in the city. I don't know if you can pick it up there. I'm going to unbox it in a minute. But these, I think, would be a brilliant addition, to be honest with you, so that you can obviously use these to give that little bit extra safety when you're going through the city. So I'm going to unbox these now anyway and see what we have inside. So let's have a look. My trusty cutter. It's a little cutter, that is. I saw the video they sent us. Very bright they look, mine, on the video that they used. I'll put the video clip up here that from their own video clip of how bright they are. Nicely packaged too, mine. Nicely packaged, look at that. Don't know if you can see that there. With the camera's focusing, but that's nicely packaged in there. So this is, I'll read the box first name before we go. Remote control steering tail light, intelligent tail light, built-in rechargeable battery, turn left signals, red warning light, red and blue warning lights. Don't know what the blue's for, so maybe you're going to pretend to be a police car or something. Turn signal, turn right, turn switch signal, main light switch. And it comes with a little remote control that sits on your handlebars apparently. So there's your little remote control. If you can see that there, the camera focus. So you've got your little remote control there, and that sits on your handlebars. I think it's Bluetooth or something. I think it works with Bluetooth. There's no wires, and that basically connects up to the unit in here. So you've got your little connectors there to connect up to on your bike, and then you've got your flashing unit there, which is pretty cool. Actually, it's quite compact. Actually, it's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. That's quite cool. And then you've got your charging cable. Got a charging cable there to connect it up to charge and recharge it. And you've got some instruction in the bottom. You can see that there. It's got a bit of power in it as well. So straight away, that's there. And you've got your indicators. And that's completely wireless too. So that sits on your handlebars and that sits on your bike. This isn't bright light, there's a bright sun coming through, well, bright sunlight outside, so they're putting one show up as well on here. But that's pretty cool. And there's hazards, look. So you can have hazard flashing lights on there as well. I knew there was a way. I was just trying to get them to both to work together. So you just press both the buttons at the same time to have the hazards on. Press it again to go off. So you got one side, the other side. Press that same button to take it back off again. So if you've got your right indicator on or your left indicator, just press that button, it takes it back off. And the same the other side. And then you've got a brake light in the middle. Or a tail light. Actually, not brake light. That's not brake light. Sorry, that would be a tail light. So you can have that on as a normal light as well. So that's quite handy. So you could use this as a normal light, obviously. You know, you're riding through a city at night or something, and then you put the indicator on. And as I say, at night it needs to be even brighter. And then if you wanted to put that one on, nobody's going to miss you with that, are they? Look how bright that is. So that's obviously a flashing mode. That is cool. That is really cool. And it worked. It connected straight away, straight out of the box, you know. I didn't even have them charged them up or anything. I've just basically pressed the little button on the top there. It's connected up straight away. You see there is a little red light there. If you can see it, and the camera's little red light comes on there, and then you're paired and it's ready to go. And then you're off, you go. And that's it. And then you've got your function. So very simple to use, very, very simple. So you've got, basically you've got your left and right indicators on the top there, and then that one's for your rear light. And if you press it, your rear light, and keep it pressed, you end up getting that flashing jazzy flash mode. So basically, you know, that's positive extra safety. You go along in the dark, nobody's going to miss you with that on, are they? So that's what that's for. So yeah, so you can have that mode on. You can have that off, indicators on, and if you press both indicators at both at the same time, you end up getting hazards like that. So that is pretty cool. That is really cool and very easy to use. So we're going to try this today out on the folding bikes. We're going to head out for a ride, and I'm going to see how they get on. But so far, I'm very impressed actually. It works really well. Connect up straight away. And so it just connects up with two bands, you know, obviously the usual thing, so that just goes around there like that, and then onto your bike, you know, so very easy to connect up. So we shall try that out. So it looks pretty interesting. As I say, it's something that I think would be brilliant to use on commuting. You know, if you were heading through the city or so, you know, you put that on. You can still put your arm out as well if you wanted to, and put that on as well. Do you know, at the same time, so there's a little bit extra warning for people behind you that you actually turn left or right. And I think that, especially in the dark or duller times, that would really be bright. I don't know how well it's shown on the camera there, but it looks pretty bright to me in here. So me and Kate are going to head out now on the folding bikes, and we're going to test these out on the folding bikes, see how it looks, see how it works. We'll see you soon. That's a left hand indicator, that's a right hand indicator. You've got the backlight on there, Kate, as well. You can turn the backlight up if you want. Press it once, the backlight, and it'll go to super bright flashing backlight. That's it. We've got super flashing backlight there. So we've got a hazard function there, both of them pressed together. And then the backlight on. And everything on there, I think. Hazards flashing, everything's going on. So there's the, yep, okay, with the right indicator on there. Left indicator on. Right indicator. Left indicator. Hazards. Backlight. And strobe and backlight. So that's telling you what the backlight's doing. So that's hazard, and that's the backlight on and the hazard lights on. Backlight off, the indicator's off, and then go through the indicators there, Katie. Right hand side, left hand side.
So I've had the indicators on my bike all day, and they're very easy to operate. It's easy to see what you're doing. You soon get used to having to press for a long time to get the hazards on. And I think if I was riding on the road, which I'm not doing today, but I do sometimes, I would feel much safer being able to use them and people behind being able to see, as well as using my arms. So I think all together, pretty good. Thumbs up from Katie.
Hello again. First of all, please excuse the red face. I've just been on my bike and it's pretty warm outside. 23 degrees, but very, very close, very humid. A bit cloudy like, but it was still a nice ride out. Anyway, back to the subject. I tried out the lights over a couple of days. As you can see in the videos there, me and Katie were out on the folding bikes, and we tried to get a few shots of the lights in a little bit darker conditions for, you know, like in places like tunnels and stuff, because obviously that's the time when you're really going to see the benefits of these lights. You can use these lights, these indicators in the daylight. as well as putting your arm out, of course. And I think you should always put your arm out anyway when you're using these indicators. I think drivers tend to look out for more, when drivers actually are paying attention, I think they tend to look out more for an arm coming out to turn signal rather than a flashing light on the back of a bike. So I would always recommend, if you're using these, to still use your arm, just to be doubly safe. But I do think it adds an additional extra level of visibility, if you like. You know, the driver can see your arm and they can see a flashing indicator on the bike, and it takes nothing to press the button on the handlebars and then put your arm out. You know, it's not a big deal to do it, so it shouldn't take you any longer, seconds longer to indicate to turn off somewhere, and it might just give that little bit extra visibility for the drivers, for the car drivers to see you. We tried them over a couple of days, and the batteries actually lasted quite well on these lights. We did have it on standby for like the whole day, and it didn't run down the battery, and we probably used them probably over the couple of days, probably 15-20 minutes, something like that, and the batteries never ran out. So I don't know how long the longevity of the batteries would be if you use them continuously all day long. I don't know, because we haven't had a chance to try them for that length of time, but the length of time we tried them, especially on standby, they were absolutely spot on. They were good for that. So yeah, I mean, I think the best option with these would be in a nighttime environment. I think they'd be really good, because they are bright. You kind of tell on the videos I've got, but they are bright in dark conditions. So if you're going through a city or something and you have these on and your arm out as well, I think you'd be pretty visible. I think they'd work really well. And for the price there, I think it's $17.99 at the moment on Amazon. Of course I'll put the link in the description below here. It's pretty good value for what you get, really. And I'm hoping, I've been in contact with Vastify, and they said that they're going to send us a discount code, so hopefully they do get us a discount code, and if I do, obviously I'll put the description here below. Yeah, I think they're pretty good. It's not something that's going to replace hand signals, but I think it's something to use as well as hand signals. You know, and especially in dark environments, commuting in the city, you know, I think you can use these to give that little bit extra visibility. And the backlight as well, as apart from the indicator part of it, the actual backlight part of it is very bright. It's a good backlight, and with that strobing function where it strobes between like red and blue, it's really, really bright and really visible. So even that function, even just for that part, they're a good light for that, you know, to have a really good visible backlight that you can switch on and off from your handlebars is pretty cool, really. But yeah, it's something well made. They're just plastic, but you know, they seem quite robust. We had nothing falling apart, nothing breaking. Easy to connect to your bike, and the connection between the actual remote controller and the unit itself was very good. You know, never faulted, no problems with that. And I like the fact, as you saw in the video there, the fact that the remote controller, should say, actually lights up as well, which I hadn't really noticed until Katie pointed out. When you're in a dark environment, it lights up blue, so you can actually see what you're doing with the little remote controls. That's a nice little touch. So yeah, they're a good little unit, if you get my words out. As I say, they're not something I would use to replace hand signals, but I think it's something I can use as well as hand signals. So you could put that on, put your hand out, and I think it'll just give that a little bit extra visibility for the drivers behind to see you. So yeah, it's a pretty good, decent little unit, I think, for the price it is. So anyway, thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye bye.